Hello dear one, welcome to my channel. If you're here, chances are you're someone who's been on the path for a while. You've done the work, you've meditated, you've visualized, you've said the affirmations, you've aligned yourself, or so it seems, again and again, and yet, what you want hasn't shown up. Or maybe it did for a moment and slipped away. Or maybe it's still just out there, floating somewhere in a someday that never seems to land. So let's talk about it gently, clearly, and truthfully. Because you're not broken, you're not behind, you haven't failed. You're simply, lovingly, still focused on what's missing. So what you really offer to the universe? Every moment you are broadcasting a signal. You are a vibration transmitter, and the universe is responding faithfully, moment by moment, to the essence of that signal. Now, this doesn't mean that the universe is responding to your words or your wishes or your vision boards. It's responding to the vibration underneath those things. This is something that is really important to understand, because people think that if they will just say the affirmations or create the vision boards, then that's it, they've done the work. So if you say, I want love, but you feel lonely and afraid it won't come, the universe receives the vibration of loneliness. Even if you created with an AI a photo of you and a loved one and looked at it every day, the feeling is what's important here. If you say, I want more money, but your stomach tightens every time when you look at your bank account, the universe picks up on the vibration of lack. Not because the universe is cruel, because the universe is consistent. It matches your signal with precision. And what most people do is this. They look at what's not there, they name it, analyze it, try to heal it, try to fix it. And they stay in relationship with the absence of the thing they want. Even when they think they're being spiritual, even when they say, I've worked so hard on this, even when they've read all the books. If you're still noticing that what you want isn't here, then you're still focused on what isn't here, and you can't get there from here. And the absence of it is loud until you quit it. And I know it feels real. The absence of the partner, the absence of the clients, the absence of the house, or the health, or the confidence. You're not imagining the gap. You are living in it. But here's the gift. Even that gap is only an interpretation. Everything you are observing is just a practiced way of seeing. You're seeing what your vibration is tuned to. And so what seems real is just familiar. It's just been rehearsed. You've thought that thought many times. You've looked at that lack with determination. You've worked hard to fix what isn't here, and all that focus has made it more solid, more convincing. But the truth is, what you want already exists vibrationally. It's already done. Your job is now to not work harder, but to tune differently. Tuning differently means just changing your vibration, the emotional tone of what you focus on, so that it matches the frequency of what you desire instead of the lack of it. It's just the difference between why isn't it here yet, which is tuned to lack, to it's becoming clearer and more fun every day, which is tuned to alignment. So in this end of the video, I will give you some ways to tune yourself differently. So you might say, but I've been doing this for so long. I've waited, I've tried, I've cleaned my energy again and again. I've cried, I've surrendered. Why hasn't it come? And I'm gonna say it gently. Desperation is not surrender. It's still focused on the problem. Desperation says, I don't have it and I must. It says, it should be here by now, and it's not. That is still resistance. That is offering a signal that is out of alignment with the receiving mode. And again, that is not wrong. It's just practiced. It's just momentum. You didn't do it on purpose, but you can shift it on purpose. Because you cannot look at what's missing and feel whole. You must train your gaze toward what is. Even if it's not the thing that you want, there is something beautiful in your now. Meaning you can't build the vibration of abundance by looking at your lack. And you can't step into love by studying loneliness. And you can't invite clarity by focusing on your confusion. Vibration is precise, and your thoughts are creative. What you practice becomes who you are. So if your mind has been practicing why it's not here, you need to gently teach it another song. So let me give you an example for what is my song. I used to look for the best friend, which I obviously couldn't find because I'm a perfectionist. So I've learned that I am my best friend, meaning that my source is my best friend, which is me, of course. And every time that I have a negative thought, which I've learned to listen to and be conscious of, then I'm immediately connect myself to my best friend, which is me, again, my higher self, and listen to what he would say to me. Okay, which no human being would ever say these things to me. And this makes me feel so good, and I can see the manifestations in my life since I started doing this. So I don't expect specific manifestations because I've trained myself a long time ago to detach from forms and just be happy and content. So what comes is just great. But obviously I have my wants. But I always remember they are just the wants of the ego. So this is just my song. It doesn't mean that it will work for you, but maybe it will. Just try it. So what I'm trying to say that you need to say, it's okay. I see the evidence of what's missing, but I don't have to build my life around it. I am allowed to imagine what's possible. I am allowed to daydream and smile and feel good even before anything changes. That's alignment, and alignment comes first. Then the manifestation follows. Because remember that your source already knows what you want, so it will give it to you. So you see, sometimes when you focus on what you want too much, you can create resistance. So use your imagination. It's your most powerful tool. Here's the big one. Most people think they have to earn the results, that they must deserve it. or work for it or heal enough to be ready for it. But the truth is simpler. Imagination is your bridge. Emotion is your guide. And joy is your signal of alignment, so don't ignore it. You have to go there in your heart first. You have to see it in your mind's eye and smile, because it's the feeling that attracts, not the evidence. And this is why watching your current reality can be not so good for you if you want to manifest, because if you don't like what you see, you reinforce it. You observe it again and again. You give it power. But imagination gives you freedom. It lets you say, I know what I see, but I choose to feel what I know. I know how things seem, but I choose how I align, and that is mastery. You can also say, I know what I see, and that is the momentum of my old self, but I choose to feel in my mind and in my heart my new momentum that is actually coming, because this is the new me. And I'm not this old person anymore. I'm the new person. So you see, you're not rejecting this reality that you see. You're just aligning more with the new reality that you want. You're accepting what is. You're not rejecting it. Remember that also. So your inner being has already arrived. And this is the part most people forget. The you who wants this thing is not the only part of you. Your inner being, that non-physical, loving, clear, eternal part of you, has already become what you asked for. Your inner being sees it as done, already yours, already unfolding, already aligned. What happens when you feel off? When you feel despair or frustration or jealousy or any negative emotion, that's only a signal for you that you're not seeing it the way your inner being sees it, and that you want to align yourself. And that's, again, it's not a failure, that's guidance. So don't resist the discomfort. Let it show you where you are, where your focus is. Then gently shift. You don't have to leap. You don't have to fake it. You actually can't fake it to the universe. The universe reads your vibration. You just need to lean toward what feels better. That's the work. That's the play. That's the practice. So I must say that it's not such an easy job for human beings, which I'm one of them, of course. Abraham Hicks describes it as a really easy thing to do. But obviously, this is our job here in this universe, so I guess it's not that easy after all. But once you find your song, then you know that you're closer than you think you are, actually. The moment that you stop measuring time, of course, for that you need to live in the present moment or understand the illusion of time, which I have videos on that. And the moment you stop asking why not yet, the moment you begin to savor your now, even imperfectly, that's when it comes, because you've let go of the need to control not others even, control your reality. Because you think that the affirmations and the meditations and all that, this is the thing that will create manifestations in your life, and you're trying to control it. But it's not quite it. It's the flow that you find in your life. It's the releasing of resistance. And the resistance is in your mind, and you have to be conscious of it. And it's really, really not easy to describe in words. So maybe I will try to make a video on this, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying. So basically, you just gotta tune yourself to the feeling of having. I have, already have. And you've stopped fighting the present moment. Your desires are not wrong. Your emotions are not wrong. And your timing is not off. Everything you want is already flowing toward you. And your only job is to make peace with the now, so you can receive what's next. So as I promised before, I'm gonna share some ways for how to change your vibration and tune yourself in a more positive ways, so that the emotional tone of what you focus on will match the frequency of what you desire instead of the lack of it. So first of all, you can use the method that I suggested before. Make yourself your best friend. The other way is to stop watching what is all the time. It's not easy because what is just in front of you all the time. So you gotta find your own way. Just be creative and find your way to not watching what is. And the best way, I think, is use your imagination, of course, just like kids do. I was sitting next to a student of mine. She's 8 years old, and the text that I gave her to read, I guess it was a little too difficult for her, and she didn't want to really read it. So I watched her, and I saw her take things from under the table and grab it into her mouth. But actually there was nothing there. So I asked her, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm eating popcorn. Do you want some?" I said, "Sure, why not?" And she said, "I also have movies there. So do you want to watch a movie?" I said, "Not right now because we're reading." So she said, "Okay, do you want to drink something?" So do you see the beauty in it? How she found in the middle of the class a nice thing to look at. This is amazing. I learned so much from my student. Okay, so the second method is reach for a better feeling thought. Abraham Hicks teaches the emotional guidance scale, and you cannot jump from despair to joy in one leap, but you can reach for relief. You just find the best feeling thought that you can find from where you are. It doesn't have to be the best feeling thought in the world, but the best feeling thought from where you are right now. Another thing is appreciation. Just write or say things that you appreciate. 3 things or 10 things, even better, before you go to sleep or first thing in the morning. This is a really high vibe frequency, appreciation. Okay, one more thing is use words that reflect having and not needing. Yes, don't be confused about these things. For example, say, "I love how it feels when I imagine it." And avoid, "I hope it comes soon," because that usually carries the vibe of it's not here yet. You don't want to use hope. I avoid hope in most circumstances. almost 100%. I just don't like this vibe. And I recommend you to avoid hope too. I don't care what Abraham Hicks says. I don't even know if he talked about hope ever. For me, it's either you know or don't know. I don't want to hope. And I'd rather not knowing, living in the unknown, it's wonderful, than hope. Because when you hope, you don't feel good. At least I don't feel good when I hope. But you can feel whatever you want. Okay, so I want to talk again about imagination. Play with imagination like it's real. Abraham says you can't look at the absence and feel good, but you can imagine presence and feel it now. Even 1 minute of pure imaginative joy is more powerful than hours of effortful action. Think about that. Okay, meditate. Quiet the static in your brain. Meditation helps retune you to neutral, to quiet the resistance. From there, it's easier to rise into better frequencies. And of course, be easy about it. This is just a game. When you stress about getting into the alignment, then you are out of alignment. Alignment is light, soft, playful, intuitive. It's not supposed to be hard work. So take it easy. So some final words. If it hasn't come yet, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been noticing it's missing. And that's okay. That's human. But now you can choose again. You can tell a new story. You can tell a new story every day, every single moment. You can trust the unseen. You can practice joy before reason. You can remember that all you see is an interpretation, and you are free to write a new one. And when you do, you'll feel the shift. You will feel the shift. You will. And life will meet you right there. So thank you for being here. If this message helped shift your perspective, even just a little bit, let it sink in. And if you'd like more content like this to keep your alignment clear and steady, feel free to subscribe to the channel. There's more to come, and there are plenty of videos on my playlist, Law of Attraction, and also Esoteric Knowledge. So share your thoughts in the comment section below and feel free to subscribe. Thank you again for being here, and take care.